Are you preparing for the TEF Canada exam as you want to immigrate to Canada, but you are struggling to keep up with the comprehensive OHAL section and finding it hard to achieve CLV 7? Take a deep breath. We have got your back. We have crafted a comprehensive roadmap that includes tips and tricks to help you ace the new format and increase your score. So, what are you waiting for? Let's dive right in and get started. We are diving into the intricacies of the new exam format. Here is what you can expect about the new exam format. We'll break down the various question types you will encounter. Understanding these types is the key to mastering the exam. Navigate through the exam structure is crucial for success. So, we'll have an in-depth look at the format of the exam and its sections. To make things tangible, we'll walk through an example together. This will give you a practical understanding of the question type. In Comprehensive OHAL exam, the audios will be of different difficulty levels. Learn how to handle these aspects effectively. Then, tips and tricks. We'll discover valuable tips and tricks that can enhance your preparation and performance on the exam day. And finally, we'll wrap up with the comprehensive review of strategies. This will reinforce your understanding and ensure you are well equipped for success. Get ready to level up your exam preparation journey. The new format of Comprehensive OHAL, students are presented with a total of 40 questions distributed across 4 sections, and the total duration of the exam is 40 minutes. The test is structured with 4 sections, each tailored to the specific question format. Let us start our journey. Section 1 comprises question 1 to question 4. In this section, you will encounter short dialogues accompanied by images. Your task would be match the conversation with the correct image. For the format, you will hear conversation between 2 people. Each dialogue consists of 1 to 2 lines containing about 20 to 35 words. Alongside them, you will find 4 images, out of which only 1 image will correlate with the conversation. For the pauses part, it is important to understand the duration of pauses. Utilize the moment wisely to read the question, select the correct answer, and confidently mark your response. So, here you will have 5 seconds before and 10 seconds after the audio is played. Let's dive into an example. This section aims to assess your understanding of basic vocabulary and your ability to connect to its visual cues. Listen closely to the short dialogue.
Tu as des nouvelles de Charlotte? Ça fait longtemps? Oui, je l'ai eue au téléphone. En ce moment, elle n'a pas beaucoup de temps libre. Elle passe la plupart de ses journées à la bibliothèque.
So here are your image options. Picture the scenario in your mind as you select the most fitting image for the conversation we just heard, and comment below your answer. Upon listening to the example, it became evident that the audio levels will align with A1 to A2 proficiency. The conversation was straightforward and easily comprehensible, and common or general vocabulary was used. Here are some tips to excel in this section. In the first 5 seconds, quickly analyze the images to understand their context or pay close attention to the dialogues and rely on your basic vocabulary to make the correct connection. Do not overthink your answer. Section 1 might be a quick exercise, and make sure to answer them correctly. Practice and familiarize yourself with common scenarios to boost your confidence. Section 2 is from question 5 to question 20. However, they are further divided into 3 parts. Let us see part 1, that is question 5 to question 8. This section is all about understanding short public messages. Picture yourself in the public space, catching announcements like a language detective and answering the relevant questions. Short announcements packed with specific information or guidance will be played, each comprising 4 to 5 lines, totaling approximately 30 to 45 words. Alongside, you will encounter 4 options. Remember, you will have 10-second pause before and after each announcement to strategize and respond effectively. Let's dive in with an example. Imagine being in a public place and you hear this short announcement.
Bienvenue à Louvre Muséum. En l'honneur de la Saint-Nicolas, l'entrée est gratuite pour les enfants de moins de 6 ans. Profitez de votre visite.
That was easy. Hope you know the right answer, so do comment it down. The level of the audio will be A1 to B1. That is, they will be between slow to normal pace and will use vocabulary related to instructions or guidance. For example, announcements made at an airport will have words like BA, embarque, and so on. Here are some tips to crack this. Listen to the tone and background sounds. They are like breadcrumbs leading you to the setting. Sometimes they even rephrase the generic words. For example, please can be said as vous prions de bien vouloir, and after listening 5 words, you might think that they are speaking about something else. However, when combined, they mean please, and so on. Therefore, it is important to remember such phrases. We have conquered part A. Now, let us move to part B. That is question 9 to question 40. Part B is all about decoding phone messages, that is your voicemails. So imagine you are in a world of voicemails. Your mission is to figure out why these folks are calling. Voicemails are your questions. They can be friendly hangouts, professional rendezvous, or enthusiastic ads. They will be comprising of 4 to 6 lines, totaling approximately 30 to 45 words. Alongside, you will encounter 4 options. Again, remember, you will have 10-second pause before and after each announcement is played. Therefore, respond effectively. Let's dive in with an example.
Salut Daniel, j'espère que tu vas bien. Mon vélo est encore en panne. Le problème n'est pas résolu. Est-ce que tu pourrais regarder une dernière fois? Bon, je te rappelle. Bisous.
So if you guessed it, let me know in the comment section. The voicemails that you will hear would range from A2 to B1 level and will be natural flowing messages without many pauses in between. Now, here is some voicemail wisdom for you. Phone sets the scene, either to be friendly, professional, or ad-like. Then, you can watch for context like meeting up for coffee or a business meeting. You should be also on a lookout for imperative verb in advertisements for you to narrow down your options. Part C, that is question 15 to question 20. In this segment, you are detective of viewpoints. Anger, passion, indifference, and speakers wear their emotions on their sleeves. So here's the format breakdown. Brace yourself for a single question followed by 3 audio snippets featuring individuals expressing their opinion on the given question. Your mission is to identify the point of view conveyed in each of the 3 brief audios. Will the speaker be in favor, against, or somewhere in between? Let us hear an example.
Je vis à Alger pour le travail, mais depuis 10 ans je mets de côté tout ce que je peux pour construire une maison dans mon village natal, en Kabylie, et y passer ma retraite.
J'aimerais bien pouvoir économiser un peu chaque mois, ne serait-ce que pour payer des vacances sympas à mes enfants. Mais honnêtement, c'est compliqué. Et en cas de gros soucis, j'ai un peu peur.
J'ai commencé à travailler très jeune, et j'aimerais que mon fils ait un meilleur métier que moi. Mais les études, c'est dispendieux. Il a que 12 ans, mais faut déjà prévoir.
So let me know the reasons why they are saving their money. in the comment section. The level of the audios will be B1 to B2, just equivalent to a native speaking, and you have to understand it. But do not worry, we have few tips to mark the right answer. Tip 1 would be tune in to the speaker's tone. It's your emotional compass. You have to navigate whether the tone is filled with anger or is very excited. Second tip, grammar is your ally. Spot negations. Tip 3 would be to adapt these words. That would help you narrow down your option. For example, when a person is in favor of the statement, he would say TEFAQ, but when he is not in favor, he would say je ne pense pas. And when he is in dilemma, he would say pas TEFAQ. So it is important to identify such type of sentences to get the correct answer. We have covered 50% of the test. If you are aiming for CLB 7, try to get at least 18 to 90 correct out of 20 because these audios are very simple. Now section C, question 21 to question 30. This section will be longer and from here you have to be more concentrated. So first part A, question 21 and 22. Brace yourself as we navigate through the intricacies of a radio broadcast. These questions bring you 2 short monologues and your mission, make inference like a detective but for a radio content. Short monologues packed with specific information will be played with 1 question for each audio. Alongside, you will encounter 4 options and only 1 option will be correct option. Remember, you will have 10-second pause before the audio plays and 15 seconds pause after the audio stops. Use these pauses effectively and wisely to respond correctly. For the example side, let us hear this short radio monologue.
De l'or à boire, du rire liquide, champagne. Le vin le plus connu, le plus aimé, le plus fin, le plus joyeux, un feu d'artifice. Et pourtant, à l'origine, le champagne était un vin tranquille, sans bulle ni fracas, avec déjà toutefois un atout singulier, on disait de lui qu'il rend heureux. Louis XIV, le roi Soleil, ne s'y était pas trompé, il s'en était entiché et avec lui était née la mode des vins de champagne. Tirés de cépages bien particuliers, nourris d'une région parfaitement délimitée. Jean-Baptiste de Nizard est vigneron.
Okay. So do comment down the correct answer. We are stepping into B2 territory now, so get ready for the challenge that demands a bit more finesse. It's not about hearing, now it's about understanding and interpreting. So some strategic advices. Read the question before the audio begins. Time permits, take a sneak peek at the options, but don't get too carried away. Second, focus is your ally. During pauses, read, and when the audio plays, pay your total attention towards the audio. Tip 3. Embrace the unknown. That is, if you stumble upon unfamiliar words, do not cling to it. Just find your way to the main context of the conversation or the monologue. It will help you narrow down the correct option. However, there is a small caution in this section. Beware. Some answers might seem like an old friend and might be whispered to you by the audio. However, here's the twist. They could be traps. Therefore, don't just mark your answers based on a single word that you heard. Let's move to section B, that is question 23 to 28. Welcome to the next leg of listening exam, that is question 23 to 28. Get ready for some mental workout here because we will delve into radio interviews. This time, the examiners have stepped up the complexity of the exam with radio interviews. Each one is a unique tapestry of words, spanning over 100 to 180 words, and your task is answering 2 questions for each audio. So, point here to notice that one audio will be followed with 2 questions now, which was not the case earlier. Earlier, one audio was followed with 1 question. However, from question 23 to 28, you want to hear one audio followed by 2 questions. And remember, you will have 10-second pause before the audio starts and 15 seconds pause after the audio ends. So use this pause wisely to respond effectively. Here's an example for you to understand the question type.
Docteur Vincent Roubaud, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Vous êtes neurologue à l'hôpital Saint-Joseph à Paris. Alors, qu'est-ce qui distingue la migraine d'une céphalée classique, d'un mal de tête, comme on dit dans le langage courant ?
Tout à fait. Donc d'abord, la migraine est une céphalée particulière puisqu'elle doit répondre à certaines caractéristiques. Notamment, elle s'installe progressivement, elle est le plus souvent unilatérale. Elle peut durer 4 heures à 3 jours, donc c'est particulièrement long. Elle bat, généralement on dit qu'elle est pulsatile. Elle s'accompagne le plus souvent de nausées, vomissements, d'une gêne à la lumière ou d'une gêne au bruit. Et elle a tendance à être intensifiée par l'activité physique. Elle se caractérise aussi par son terrain parce qu'on sait qu'elle est plus fréquente chez la femme. Elle touche 3 fois plus la femme que l'homme. Elle apparaît le plus souvent avant l'âge de 40 ans, chez 9 patients sur 10. Et elle peut être précédée de sensations prémonitoires à type de somnolence, de fatigue, de faim, de douleur abdominale. C'est en ça que c'est une céphalée particulière.
Et elle
So, comment down your answers. We have entered to a new horizon. That is, the level of the audio will be from B2, D2 to C1, demanding diverse skill sets now. So it's not just about listening, it's now about decoding the interview. So the advice here is, the key is anticipation. Read and understand the question before the audio begins. It will be a roadmap for you in the audio. These dialogues are longer and the vocabulary might be a maze. So, stay calm, do not panic. Focus on the main context and let the information flow. Third would be embrace the challenge. It is important to build your concentration muscles. It is important to practice with such longer audios and then only you will be perfect. So, practice makes a man perfect. Question 29 to 30. Welcome to the grand finale of section C. That is question 29 to 30. Brace yourself for the longest audio experience as we delve into a radio report. Get ready for an insightful conversation. You will be treated to lengthy interview covering a random theme, ranging from health, food, to work and beyond. Stay tuned as the speaker unravel a wealth of information and perspectives. This is the pinnacle of our listening exam, featuring a long radio report spanning over generous 500 to 600 words. That is approximately 2 minutes 30 seconds. And however, they have given you a relief here, that is the pauses. You will have 20-second pause before the audio starts and 30 seconds pause after the audio ends. That will give you ample time to read the question as well as to find the correct answer. For the example part, we encourage you to take the practice test available on our channel Crystal Prep. The level of the audios have incremented to C1 level, where the true concentration is required. Therefore, I would recommend you to immerse yourself in radio reports. The advice that I could give you here is concentration, concentration, and concentration. This is the lengthiest audio, so focus on details to build a broader context. It is a mental marathon. Therefore, practice a lot, and this will elevate your listening skills and enhance your concentration. So here we are at the final stretch, question 31 to 40. So get ready for a unique challenge featuring short audio segments, each accompanied with a single question now. Question 31 to 40 is the grand finale. There will be shorter audios with quicker transitions. Each segment or each question will bring a new theme, requiring a swift adaptation. One question accompanies each audio, and they will be present to you for a shorter duration around about 1 minute to 2 minutes, depending upon how the speaker is speaking. Here's an example for it.
En fait, par exemple en Normandie, il y a un taux d'humidité assez important. Donc on a très peu d'élevage de chèvres. On va avoir beaucoup plus d'élevage de vaches. Et on fait surtout dans le crémeux. On a l'Aveyron, une autre région productrice bien définie, qui elle va être plus axée sur des fromages type brebis ou chèvre. Okay. C'est dû au terroir particulier qui favorise plutôt ce type d'agriculture et donc après un fromage qui va en découler. Donc vous avez par exemple aussi la Bourgogne. Ils ont des vins qui sont en général assez puissants et tous leurs fromages sont assez puissants également, comme les poisses, le langre, etc.
I hope you were able to find the right option here. The audio level would be from B1 to C2 level. I hope this will give you some release because you will be able to understand some audios for this part if you are not at a higher C1 or C2 level. For the tips part, I would say by this time the fatigue may set in, and as we are near to the end, this is where your endurance matters the most. Stay vigilant and don't let up on your efforts, especially your attention. Here, panic is your enemy. You may or you may not grasp everything, and that's okay. Stay focused on what you understand. Think it like a puzzle. You are piecing together the whole picture with the words that you have. And here we are for the review of strategies. I hope you were able to understand the complete format of the questions from question 1, question 40, and I have cleared all your doubts. You have any doubt related to the format or type of question, we encourage you to ask us in the comment section, or you can find our WhatsApp chat links or Telegram group links in the description below. Now let us have a small review. First of all, swift decision making is the key. In this non-negative marking exam, mark each question, resist the temptation to overthink as time is ticking away. Once a question advances, there is no turning back. So trust your instincts and mark your initial best guess. It's a race against time. So embrace yourself for the challenge. Do lots and lots of practice before appearing for the original exam. And where you can find the practice test on our channel, Digital Prep. Second would be maintain your composure. The most crucial aspect is to avoid panic, especially if you find some content challenging. It's perfectly natural not to grasp everything. Instead, be focused and receptive. Understand the information that is within your reach. Third would be strategic reading. Before the audio plays, take a moment to read the question. And if the time permits, glance at the options. This can provide you a roadmap for what to listen for, enhancing your ability to pick out the relevant information during the audio. Fourth would be focused listening. You should definitely eliminate multitasking when the audio is being played. Read during the pauses, and when the audio is playing, concentrate solely on listening. This ensures you don't miss crucial details and help you in better comprehension. Fifth would be acceptance and relaxation. Knowledge that not understanding everything is okay, especially if you're not at an advanced level. Rather than stressing about the entire content, focus on staying relaxed and concentrated. This approach will aid you in understanding what you can and not get overwhelmed by what you may find challenging. Therefore, do not panic in the exam, and if you want to control this panic, do lots of practice. And I hope you liked this video. Do follow my channel for more practice tests and more advice to conquer this exam. Thank you.